I've heard you talk about that you met Rick Ross, the rapper, Rozay, before he was something. Like when you were with The Rock and like you all would go to Miami and you would see him before he was like what he is.
Yeah.
Did he already have the name Rick Ross?
I think so. I think he did.
Did he already had a beard?
Not when I first met him.
How much of his early thing did you inspire? Or how much of it was just both of y'all looking at the same?
It might have been a lot of that. Like, you know, it probably was like a lot of both of us inspired by the same thing. Mm-hmm. But I was rocking with him for a minute before he got on. Mm-hmm. He was thorough. Like, you know, go to Miami, you know, he would look out, like, whatever we needed, make sure we had it. He was always thorough. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
But then you all had different
relationships. I remember, like, I had a early mixtape, and I was like something, fuck with Rick Ross out in Florida, drop a brick off, pick some grands up. That's how it goes. And he like put it on like one of his mix. He like sampled what I said and put it on like one of his mixtapes before he even like really was popping. So it was like a minute before he really took off.
But you're close with the actual Freeway Ricky Ross.
Yeah.
What was the initial contact with him like?
Oh, I wrote him. Him when he was in jail, you know, and, just let him know where I stood and what it was and everything. And, you know, he embraced me. I embraced him. I told him if he ever came home, reach out to me. And, you know, anything I could do for him, I'm here for him. When he came home, we reached out, you know, and we got a great relationship.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I've been to his crib, you know. That's my man.
Does he live in LA?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, he follows me on something. I can't remember what it was. But I DM'd him and I was like, hey, I see you following me.
I might see if I could squash that beef too. Let me see if I could squash that job.
Yeah.
Cause that, like, you know, that would be dope if they came together and, you know, settled their differences or whatever.
Rozay and Freeway Rick.
Yeah, I don't know how deep it is. I know he like tried to sue him and stuff like that. Who knows? You know?
You ever be in danger trying to squash a beef?
I don't even be really trying to squash beefs unless it's like something that's near and dear, like it's people that I really care about and love.
Scott LaRock died like that, trying to mediate a beef between D-Nice and somebody else. Like, man,
I ain't even know that, for real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's an episode of Combat Jack where D-Nice tells the story of how Scott LaRock got killed. And he was trying to squash a beef because Scott LaRock was a social worker. Like that's how that, like BDP is one of those things we were talking about. One of those like stay off drugs programs that turned into one of the dopest rap groups of all time.
Oh, that's what's up, yeah.
But yeah, he was working at the shelter and that's how they met. That's how he met KRS.